Yo, what's happening, man? It's your boy Rundown. If you're depressed watching your favorite sports team on the football field, but you just can't stop buying their gear, then congratulations. You might be a Raiders fan. But listen, man, don't trip. I got the perfect thing for you, man. Here at the Rundown, we have partnered with Fanatics to bring the nation some of the freshest Raider gear that you can get your hands on. I'm talking jerseys, I'm talking hats, and you know it's starting to get chilly out here, so it's best to grab you some drip for the frosty season while you're at it as well. So tap the link in the description down below, get you some fresh gear, man. Support the channel at the same time. It's a dub for you, dub for me, even though we're not getting that many dubs on the field at the moment, man. So remember, man, tap the link down below in the description to get you some fresh Raiders gear from Fanatics. Now let's get back to the show. Yes, sir. What is going on? What is the deal with my Raider family, man? You are back for another episode here of the Raider Rundown, man. And it's a beautiful, beautiful Monday morning, man. It's finally not cold as hell where I'm at. I know where some of y'all at. The snow is just abominable. But at the end of the day, though, appreciate everybody for tapping in, man. As we do every morning, every Monday morning, we're going to go over some good Raider news today. And the topic of today's show is free agency targets, right? Who can we target from our own free agents? Who can we target outside, man? And we can finally stamp down the list right here now about what free agents we really need to go after, because the time is coming up, right? Time is coming up. We got combine. We got all the extra that's going to be happening this week. So make sure you guys tap in with your boy Rundown, man. You know I'm going to be keeping you updated throughout the combine. If we do anything coaching-wise, man, you know what time it is. But before we get into any of that, you know what time it is. You know how we got to start a rundown show, man. Got to start off with a very, very nice. Start off with a roll call, man. Y'all already know what time it is, man. We got to shout out all the family that's showing up that is in the building, man. And y'all already know what I say. Good motion. Some motion is better than no motion, right? But my guy, Dominique, in the building, man. Salute, salute. Appreciate it, man. I got Bonnie VR. Bonnie, hey, look, hats. I appreciate the comment, though. All comments are appreciated, man. Make sure you guys keep tapping in, man, with the show. All comments make the show move. Y'all know what I always say, man. It's always good to hear from y'all, especially on these type of topics as we get into the show. But as we let some people trickle on in, right? And we continue to talk about what we got going on. We're gonna start with some important dates, right? Some important dates. Now, obviously, the combine really gets going on Thursday. And that is when the Raiders are going to be there, scouting all these prospects. Now, obviously, the big news about the combine for us, Fernando Mendoza will not be throwing at the combine. He will not be throwing any passes, anything like that. I mean, look, it was pretty much you knew what time it was. All right. You knew exactly what time it was as far as him throwing. Now there's gonna be some people that, are going to make a big stink about him not throwing. And because look, rightfully so, there are a lot of guys that haven't thrown in years past that and got a lot of shit. Right? They've gotten a lot of shit for not throwing. So realistically, is Fernando gonna get a lot of shit for not throwing? Probably not. Probably not. Tony Brown, what's going on with you, big dog? Appreciate you for tapping in. But no, probably not. Fernando's not going to probably get any flack for not throwing at the combine, which rightfully so. He shouldn't at all, right? He shouldn't at all. I mean, what does he really need to do, especially in this draft class where he's the only quarterback there? Sure, right? I've seen some arguments, bro, where it's like, well, he has to throw to show certain things. Why does he need to do that at the combine when he can do that at the pro day? Right? If you just want him to throw to check your own personal box, like that's just not gonna happen, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Like that's just the reality of the situation in today's climate. Not only him, Ruben Bain is not showing up to the combine as a D end, right? As a D end, he's not showing up at the combine. What did he say? Film speak for itself, and that's going to be a precedent going on, I believe, in years to come. What is the point? What is the point in getting out there in the combine to do all these weird ass drills just for scouts to overthink it, right? Like scouts sit there and start overthinking the numbers when they get into the oh, he ran this 40. Oh, he did this shit in the shuttle. He did. And some scouts disregard what they just watched on the all 22 tape. Like, it's like, bro, well, if that's the case, I'm not even going to sully what you think of me. Watch the tape. Right? If you like what you see from the tape, then it is what it is, bro. There's gonna be some people that complain. Genty didn't do it last year. He didn't do the combine. You know what I mean? There's gonna be a number of athletes, I feel, that, going into the future of this, we're not gonna be seeing a lot of guys partaking in the combine, just like the Senior Bowl, right? Just like the Senior Bowl. We got some more people in there. Hey, Tony, man, appreciate you keeping it real and us up to date with the rundown, brother, man. I appreciate you for tapping in, as always, big dog. Thank you. Isaiah in the building, man. Keep doing your thing, man. Appreciate you for tapping in. Salute. My dog Dre in the building, man. What's going on, Dre? Appreciate you for tapping in. But all right, man, let's get this thing on and cracking, man. So we got some dates that we have to be weary of. All right, we got some dates we got to be weary of because everything is going to start trickling down. All right, so this week, as far as this week, this week, combine starts on Thursday, goes all the way to Sunday, right? You got combine starting on Thursday all the way to Sunday. And I believe we're starting with D lineman. I believe we're starting with D lineman. So if that's the case, put your goddamn binoculars on, put your goddamn scout goggles on, because we definitely need some D linemen. Interior, edge, don't matter. You know what I mean? Like I'll take whatever at this point, based on our talent level. Now I know we just drafted some guys last year. We talk about Tonka. You talk about JJ Pegues. Luwalu had a pretty nice year, but I still think we need that upper echelon guy, though. You know what I mean? Like that guy that's that could come in and has that rare athletic ability, right? Which we really don't have within the room right now. I think it's a lot of guys that complement each other pretty well, but it ain't no guy in there that's an alpha. No, I don't think we got no alpha dog in the interior D line. You feel what I'm saying? So that's somewhere where I feel in this draft we can try to target. But before we even get to that, free agency, right? Free agency begins March 9th, right? March 9th, we have free agency, and that's where everything opens up. All right. Now, obviously, when you're talking about the legal tampering and all that extra, That's basically what that is, right? March 9th is when the new year opens up and we can agree to terms with people, right? So as you already know, we'll probably get wind of it. Make sure you guys subscribe, hit the subscribe button, because if anything goes down, if your boy catch wind of any signings we have a little early, I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all know. But March 9th is when we can go ahead and start and basically just handshake agreement, right? Handshake agreement. And there's a number of guys that we should be targeting. I mean, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Now, it's going to be stiff competition when it comes down to, when it comes down to who else is vying for these services. I don't know. What the hell? Yeah, I don't know what the hell going on. My mic is unplugging on me. All right, hold on. All right, there we go. We good. But I was saying, if you're gonna compare us to a contender, right? If you're gonna compare us to a contender, the only thing that is separating us from all the rest of the teams right now is the okay, good. We good? All right, cool. The only thing that's separating us from the rest of the teams is the fact that we have Mendoza, or the thought of Mendoza, Kubiak, maybe Bowers. You feel what I'm saying? But like, compare us to other teams that are closer. Like it's not, you know what I mean? We have to start upping some bread, and that's probably what the deal is. Hold on, give me 1 second, because I see my mic ain't here. I don't know what's going on with that. But as long as y'all can hear me, then we good then. But all right, now before we even do that, there are free agents that we have that I think we need to probably take a look at. Probably take a look at re-signing. Now, look, we have a good number. We have a good number of free agents, and I'm gonna pull up the list for y'all. But I really want y'all to tell me, right? Y'all tell me, what are y'all seeing, bro? What are y'all seeing? Is there anybody from this list that you would like to bring back? You know what I mean? Because there's a number of guys that I think we do that deserve a second look. There's a number of guys that deserve a nice little second look. Switch this up. Yo, all right, make sure. Hey, y'all can hear me, right? Y'all just make sure y'all can still hear me. Make sure my thing ain't muted. Let me know down below before I get into my goddamn tangent about what we got on this free agency. But we looking here, right? As I said, free agency opens. Okay, there you go. There we go. That's what I needed. Okay, but as we know, free agent. But free agency. There we go. Okay. But there's a number. Look here, bro. Look. I think half of this list, let's just be honest with ourselves, half of this list, we gotta get ready to get the fuck on. Like half of this list gotta go, bro. Half of this list gotta go. Let's just start with the guys that don't need to come back. How about that? We start with the guys that don't need to come back. Zamir White, yeah, bro. I don't know what's going on with my thing. I'm fixing it right now, though. But Zamir White, one, no, he's not coming back. I don't see him coming back at all. Ian Thomas, probably not. Probably not. He probably won't come back. Who else we got? Darnay Holmes. No sirree. Right? No sirree. I'm good off that. Alex Bachman. I knowing him, bro, he be sneaking in there. But at the end of the day, though, I don't see him coming back either. Right? So let's miss some guys. Zamir White, gone. Right? That gone. I already can't see him coming back. Ian Thomas, gone. John Radigan, gone. Kenny Pickett, gone. Raheem Mostert and Tyler Lockett. Look, hey, Tyler Lockett and Raheem Mostert. Let's put it all there, right here. Gone. Right? No, they're not coming back. Lonnie Johnson, Darnay. Oh, no, let me go ahead and just group the three right here. Group that three. That three ain't coming back. Stone Forsythe, Darnay Holmes, Lonnie Johnson. No, sirree. Right? No, sirree. I think we're good off that. But hold on. Make sure y'all can still hear me. I'm going to unplug and replug. But I don't see Stone Forsythe, Darnay Holmes, them dudes, bro. Nah. I think we've seen enough. And plus the connection that they had inside of the coaching staff. Now, you know what I'm saying? Even with the connections they had with the coaching staff, it still wasn't the best product we saw on the field. Still wasn't the best product we saw on the field. Now, we're looking. Bro, this thing wants me to crash out. It really does. This motherfucking computer wants me to crash out. But as long as y'all can hear me, though. As long as y'all can. There we go. Stone Forsythe, Darnay Holmes, Lonnie Johnson. That's not happening. Alex Bachman, Bobenmeyer. Is it Bobenmeyer? Bobenmeyer? I don't know how to pronounce that. But I'll say Bobenmeyer. Let's say that. Bobenmeyer. Maybe. He's a maybe because we need a long snapper, right? You need a long snapper in any capacity. So he's probably might return. Now Jamal Adams, probably not, right? That shit's probably not happening. He's probably not gonna come back. So here we are. And now, boom. Now, if we're talking about guys that are on the cusp of returning, right? Let's talk about guys that are on the cusp of returning. All right. Daniel Jones. Or that's it, Daniel Jones. What the fuck am I talking about? Daniel Carlson, right? I'm back and forth. Bro. And y'all gonna have to help me out with this. But for me, dog, I'm very back and forth on if Daniel Carlson should return or not. Now, look, this is a classic case of maybe the grass is greener on the other side. You know what I'm saying? Grass maybe. Whatever the case we got going on, bro, I maybe we can find a different kicker because as of right now, bro, I'm not confident with Daniel Carlson coming back and him kicking any kicks over 50 yards, 60 yards even, right? We got guys in the league now that are kicking 60-yard kicks, right? 60. And right now, we're behind the 8 ball when it comes to anything like that. Daniel Carlson, and let's be honest with ourselves, y'all. And let's be honest. We can sit here and have an honest conversation because this is money that we need to spend in the rebuild, right? Daniel Carlson been declining for 2 or 3 years now. 2 or 3 years. Daniel Carlson has been declining. All right. We're not. It's been since that Viking game, and I believe that's 2 years ago, right? The Viking game 2 years ago. Since that, he has not been the same, and he struggles over 50 yards. Right? He struggles over 50 yards. We have to be honest with ourselves. Now, I'm about to look up just so I can back up my claim. 50 yards. Because I believe that over the course of the 2 years, bro, he's probably missed. He's probably like 50% or somewhere around there on 50 plus kicks, bro. That's just an estimate. That's just a goddamn estimate. But at the end of the day, if it's anywhere near 50%, if Daniel Carlson is anywhere near 50% at 50 plus, bro, he's got to go. He has got to go. It just cannot happen. We can't have that type of shit. And it feels like he has the yips now, right? Field goal percentage. Wow. Okay, so look, check this out, bro. His field goal percentage for 2025 is 81.5, right? Daniel Carlson is sitting at an 81.5 field goal percentage for 2025 season. Now, some of you can say, oh, that's good. That's sitting at 31st in the league. That is 31st
in the league. Out of how many kickers again, right? We know math. We all know math. So out of 32 kickers, he's 31 in percentage. Not going to get it done. Next, extra point percentage. Extra point percentage. That is sitting at 95.5, right? 95.5. That's 29th in the league. That's 29th, right? That is 29th in the league. His longest field goal is 60. Okay, so that is 7th. That's tied for 7th overall in the league. So not bad, right? But then he's sitting at 87 points, and that's 27th in the league, right? So by most kicker metrics, Daniel Carlson is near the bottom of the league, right? It's near the bottom. Now, maybe I'm reading the chart wrong, right? I'm not going to, and look, anybody that's new or whatever the case, I'll come out here, I'll give information. Sometimes players fuck up, right? So if I'm reading the chart wrong, by all means, let me know if I'm reading this chart wrong. I'm not reading the correct information. I would love to be wrong. Love to be wrong. But if any kicker in any scenario, right? Y'all let me know. Can we go to the playoffs with a kicker that's 31st in the league in field goal percentage? Can that work? Fuck no. Fuck no. It's just not gonna work, bro. You can't win with that. You can't win with that. So by that metric, why am I re-signing Daniel Carlson? Other than now, of course, there can be very well a kicker that's worse than Daniel Carlson, or they can be worse, 100%. I'm not going to sit here and act like we don't, and we're not going to acknowledge that there can be worse off. But in the same vein of saying, like, what? I'm in the same vein of saying, like, I'd rather try the other side than deal with this for another couple years, bro. Right? Because if we re-sign Daniel Carlson and these are the numbers we continue to get, it's not worth it. It's definitely not worth it. We're going to lose games because of that shit. Right? Think about all the missed extra points, missed field goals, 3 points here, 1 point here that can swing games. You feel what I'm saying? Like, nah, we can't get that done, bro. We can't do that. We can't do that. So Daniel Carlson, for me, no bueno. He's gonna have to find employment elsewhere. All good. We appreciate his time, but he's gonna have to find some employment elsewhere. My boy Isaiah says, draft that Ole Miss kicker. Wouldn't mind if we draft one, for sure. For sure. I'm not gonna be mad at all, bro. Let's try something. Because what I just read to y'all right now, that shit's not good enough. Not good enough. Hopefully this year we have more 45 yards and in field goals and 50-yard and out games this year with the type of offense we're going to have. Now, dudes, that is true. That is true. You would hope that they get closer, right? But either way, bro, like Daniel Carlson's position as a fan base, just as a fan, I can't be scared when we get 50 plus. You feel what I'm saying? Like, there's definitely going to be times where we're going to need this man to make a 50+ yard field goal. Simple. You know what I mean? Like, we can't, I'm not confident, and I don't like the fact that if my kicker got to go out there and if it's a 55-yarder or a 53, I'm like, fuck. You know? Like, that's not good. That's not good at all. That's his only fucking job. We need if he's going out there, bro, you know what I mean? Let's just keep this in mind. Now, this is maybe a bad comparison, but right? This is just for Raiders' sake. As a Raider fan, when you going out there, do you have that same feeling with Daniel Carlson 50+ that y'all did with Sebastian Janikowski? I rest my case. Man, we move on. I rest my case. And that, so as we continue, right, Daniel Carlson, I got to have that confidence in my kicker, dog. You know what I'm saying? My boy Jack in the building. What's going on, Jack? Appreciate you. And look here, everybody. I might, if the audio sounds funky, it's a little funky right now, trying to get it worked up, trying to get it fixed. Computer acting weird. But as long as we get the show cracking, right? See, this I can't agree with this King J. Raw. Bad blocking assignments all year, terrible offense, limited his ability. Can't agree. I can't agree, bro. There were times where the game was close, right? He missed a field goal. Now we look back, we're like, what? Well, fuck, we lost by this amount of points. You know what I mean? And if he would have made a field goal here, the game might have been different. You know what I mean? There are plenty of misses. Now, look, we can all acknowledge that one where that shit, what was it? The Bears? Was it the Bears? Yeah, that shit got blocked, maybe. Yeah, that we all acknowledge that. That's not on him. You know what I mean? We can't blame that shit on him. But when our shitty offense did get in position, bro, well, shit, he should be damn near at the top of the league in points with the way our offense was. We couldn't fucking score a touchdown to save our lives, right? So with the way our offense was performing and shit, we need to be confident that, dog, when we get across that 50, we get near that 40, you know what I mean? 35 maybe. You're going to be able to kick this shit. You're going to be able to do it, especially this year. We got a rookie. We can't afford 31st in the league. Not with no rookie QB. That shit ain't going to work. No sirree. No sirree. So that's my Daniel Carlson case. That is my Daniel Carlson case.
He should.
He needs to be resigned. No capery. I think we're good enough. We're not good enough, but I think we need to take the swing in finding a new one. Just find a new one. You know what I mean? And then we'll go from there. But let's see who else we look on the list. Now, you know, everybody stay with me now. Stay with me. Stay patient. All right, because this is going to be a long one. This is going to be a long show as far as who we need to be re-signing and what we need to be doing. So next up on the list, he was a maybe Daniel Carlson for me, but I just talked myself into a no. Next up on the list, Kuntz. Hey, put me down below. Down below. What's up? He missed the field goal in that Bears game. Did he? See, I tried to give him the benefit of the doubt. His ass fucked around and missed. Yeah. But let me know down below, Kuntz. What we doing with Malcolm Kuntz, y'all? Are we re-signing Kuntz, or do we let him walk? Y'all let me know. Do we re-sign him or do we let him walk? I have my thoughts. I definitely have my thoughts about what I think we need to do.
Hold on. Check. I don't know. I don't think y'all can hear me. I feel like y'all can't. Hey, can y'all hear me? Let me know. Let me know. I'm still trying to work out this goddamn microphone at the same time. And yes, some of y'all may be new to the show. This is how a rundown show go. All right, this is how a rundown show go. Yes, no, maybe so. Yes, no. Y'all let me know. But I'm gonna talk like y'all. Okay, there we go. Appreciate it. Okay. For me, hey man, look, bro. I think it's time. I think it's time to let him go. Now, Robbie Leonard being the goddamn DC, it might help. You know, it might help Kuntz to get re-signed, and it might help that he might take a pay cut, right? I mean, the fact that Robbie Leonard is the DC can help in both aspects of pay cut. You know, maybe we fuck around and keep him. But my gut feeling, I mean, honestly, bro, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. My gut feeling is that he might come back. He might come back. Because of Robbie Leonard being the DC, and honestly, because I don't think he ain't had that cool or great of a year where his demand should be up the roof. You get what I'm saying? The contract that he received this year. What did he receive this year? Hold on. Let's look. Let's go back actually before we talk out all right. Let's see what he got. Malcolm Kuntz contract. What did he receive last year? Hey, would y'all believe it? He had 4.5 sacks last year. Would y'all believe that? That shit don't even sound real, do it? That don't even sound real. Is that true? That's crazy work. Hold on. Yeah, 4.5 sacks last year. See, that's another reason. Cause for pause. Just wait a minute. I know a lot of y'all are like, oh, don't bring him back. Nah, let him go. But let's think about this for a minute now. Let's think about this. 4.5. Okay. Off of an ACL injury. It's not right. And then look, and then what do we think about when we talk about guys that come off the ACL? Usually when guys come off the ACL, everybody says it takes a year, right? It's going to take you a year to get right, right? And for you to feel like your normal self. So maybe if we stick it out, we could get what we're supposed to get. Now, look, last year, okay, he got his base salary was $5 million. Signed for another $5 million. Basically, it was a whole $11 million that we got him for 1 year. $11 million, 1 year. Yep. So realistically, though, like that's the going rate. Like let's be honest though, that is the going rate. Now you could probably maybe shave it down to a 10, maybe if he resigns. But like a 1 year, $11 million signing isn't crazy to me. But then this is where it comes to a head, right? I'm signing him, but I'm signing him with the thought of saying he is not my just immediate starter at edge, bro. Feel what I'm saying? Like, I'm still signing him. Second round come around for the Raiders. If Akeem Mesidor is still there, I'm still signing him. Chason is out there. We saw some of the numbers and we'll go through it. He only needs about 13, 14 mil. Still gonna get that. It just because we get Kuntz does not mean we exclude any other DN position. Hell no. Competition is needed everywhere in this type of setting. So for me, I'm still gonna draft a guy, still gonna sign a guy, regardless if Kuntz comes back. Honestly, with 4.5 sacks off of the ACL injury, to be honest with y'all, I'm not mad if they entertain him bringing him back. I would actually do that for some depth, for pass rush rotation, right? I kind of would do that because again, bro, the more pass rushers you have in a rotation, the more successful the D line is. It's just point blank simple, right? You looked at Seattle's D line this year. Right, you saw Seattle, maybe even a little bit of New England, bro. Like they didn't really have the star edge rusher, bro, but they just bringing multiple guys, dog, in and out, and everybody's fresh. You know what I mean? Everybody's fresh. So when that fourth quarter comes, we really rushing the passer. So imagine. Okay, let's just live in fantasy land for one minute. I know some of y'all are just ready, but just walk with me now. You sign Kuntz for $11 million, right? We have over $100 million in cap space. You sign him for $11 million, 1 year. Okay. Chason comes. Maybe get him for a 1-2 year deal. He needs $13 million. That's combined, right? Combined. That's about 30 something you just spent on DNs. Not crazy, right? But at the end of the day, you need the rotation. So you have Chason, you have Kuntz, you have Max. Say if the second round come around and Akeem Mesidor is sitting there, dog. Because for me, bro, I've given up on Tyree. It's over. I've given up on Tyree. That's a done deal for me. I'm finding some way to trade him or whatever the case come this year. But so now if we have a 4 rotation set of Kuntz, Chason, Max Crosby, Akeem Mesidor, how y'all feel about that? Come on now. Now that's juice. That's juice. Right? If we talking about getting to the quarterback and having guys that can play the run as well, because Akeem Mesidor can play the run. You know what I'm saying? Kuntz, that's not his biggest strength. Chason, not his biggest strength. Max Crosby could play the run, right? So we have our run DNs. We have our pass rushing set there. Hey, I'm just saying, think about it, man. Just think about it. Just think about it. Let me see, man. Reezy says healthy Kuntz and Chason would have been good. That's what I'm saying, man. And we could get that. We can get even there's some other guys on the market. If you don't even want Chason, bro, like maybe the Oway, if you can pry him away from that. AZ said he got 1 sack in week 1, 12, 13, 17, and 0.5 in week 18. He seems to always turn it on towards the end of the season. Right. So if we could combine that with maybe some more guys that can be consistent during the middle stretch, right? We can have something, bro. I feel like we can have something. We ain't really had that type of rotation in I don't know how long, to be honest. 4.5 sacks as a rotational guy is impressive. That's what I'm saying. King J. 4.5. I didn't know. I thought he only had like 2 some, and I was like, all right, it is what it is. Late to the party, but Carlson's decline is correlated to us bringing Moyer in. I don't know how to pronounce this man's name. I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. Interesting. Oh, yeah, because we did have a different guy, didn't we? We had a different guy. And he went, didn't our long snapper go to like the Cowboys or some shit? I might be wrong, but I think our long snapper went to the Cowboys. You might be right about that. Be right. It's crazy because we can keep the money and sign Breece Hall and have a 2-headed monster in a Kubiak system. True. Or Travis Etienne. And we'll talk about it. We'll talk. Want to keep Kuntz, but not Tyree. Ultimately, the same guy. Yeah, bro, I'm good, bro. Tyree. And if you could tell me right now, today, that I can swap out Tyree for Akeem Mesidor or Cassius Howell or R. Mason Thomas or Josh Joseph, bro, I just named you like 5 different DNs in this draft right now. I would love to switch out for Tyree at this moment. Dog. That's about like 4 already, right? Mesidor, Cassius Howell. I just saw R. Mason Thomas. Just saw Josh Joseph. There's another guy I just saw too where I was like, oh yeah, TJ Parker, Clemson. That's 5. 5 already, bro. I'd switch him out right now. So for Tyree, man, I'm good off that, bro. I've seen all I need to see. Some people could say, oh, he needs more time. How much time does it need? We saw a whole season with Max Crosby and Christian Wilkins hurt, and he had all free reign, right? And Malcolm Kuntz got hurt. He had all free reign to show us what he'd been working on, what he'd been doing, and come back this year with Pete Carroll. Shit didn't happen. So I'm good off that. So I think from what we've just watched and what we talked about so far, Kuntz, I'm gonna re-sign Kuntz, bro. I'm gonna re-sign Kuntz. He'll come back. So Carlson. So honestly, so far, I'm gonna be real with y'all, man. This whole section can go. This whole section right here, they can go, bro. Jamal Adams, Alex Bachman, Meyer, Carlson. That might be tough, but I'm cool off Carlson. Forsythe, Darnay Holmes, Lonnie Johnson. They can all go. Now, Kuntz, I keep, right? We keep Kuntz. But then this section right here, they're leaving. There's no ifs, ands, or debates about that. Tyler Lockett, Raheem Mostert. They can go, right? They can go. I mean, they're near the end anyway. I wouldn't be surprised if one of them was like, I'm done. You know what I mean? As far as football goes, wouldn't be surprised. But we can talk about this. There's because if y'all want to talk, we can talk. Parham, another big one, another cusp, right? Another one on the cusp. What do y'all feel? Let me know down below before I go on my tangent. Talk to me. Dylan Parham. Do we resign or do we not resign? Y'all let me know. Right? Let me know down below, man. Do we resign Dylan Parham? Do y'all want to keep him or are y'all good? How are y'all feeling? As I wait, let me get a little sip of that tea here. See what y'all got, man. See what y'all talking about. Okay. Depends on where we play him and how much. Okay. No. Okay. He has too much versatility. Okay, so that's one yes. Dre, I'm gonna take your in between answer as a yes. So I'm gonna say yes for you. So that's two yeses. One no. Kirby, no. Okay. Reezy says, is there a better fifth rounder than Parham? There's better third, fourth rounders. I'll say that. I drop Kuntz and keep Tyree. Oof. He has very similar stats to Kuntz and play less games. He can also play as DT. Also, I don't believe Tyree has missed any games due to injury. I don't believe in Tyree. I would just say it like that, AZ. Maybe it's just me, bro. But yeah, I don't believe in Tyree. I just don't. And we have to draft his replacement. Re-sign Parham for death. I'm gonna be real with y'all, man. Be real with y'all, bro. I feel exactly how Nickel feels. I feel exactly how Nickel feels. I wash my hands. I wash my hands. As my Panamanian grandmother always says, bro, when she done with some shit, I wash my hands. I'm done. I can't watch Dylan Parham no longer. No longer. All right. I understand. We talk about versatility, but this is the problem with me. He's very versatile. We done seen him get his ass whooped in all three spots he's played. Very versatile, right? We put him at right guard, getting his ass whooped. You put him over there at the left guard thinking it was better, getting his ass whooped. You could try him at center. They tried him for the first year he was there. Quickly went away from that. Wonder why, right? And what is the same problem with Tyree, or not even Tyree, because I'm still on the tear. Same problem with Parham in each spot he's played. What's the problem? We see him get pushed back into the quarterback. There you go. Yeah, Teflon, versatile ass whoopings is what he's been receiving. At every single position he's been on, bro, I see him struggle with anchoring and power. Every single stop. Right guard, left guard, and I don't like the fact that my starting guard struggles against a certain archetype of player, right? If there's a certain archetype of player in front of Parham for that Sunday, and y'all can go back, right? Because you know your boy Rundown, bro. We done been through it the whole season. Go back into some of the seasons, bro. I can guarantee you any team that had a good D tackle / nose tackle, right? I'm sitting there in the pregame telling y'all it's going to be a long fucking day because Parham's getting his ass whooped today. It's just simple and plain. And it happens. It's not me wishing it. This shit happens, right? Chris Jones, 2 times a year, body work, slap him around. 2 times a year, he slaps him around, right? Now we fuck around. So that's already one team in our division we can't fuck with because they know that matchup there, right? Okay, now you fuck around with the Broncos. They don't have big name, but that white boy they got over there, I forget his name, but he a DT giving you boy Parham work. So that's 2 teams. I don't know the D tackle that I forget his name, but Denver got a white boy D tackle, man. That was giving Parham some fucking business last year, dog. So that's already 2 teams in our division that we fucking struggling against. Can't have it. Now take it out of the division. Anytime I see a D tackle that's built right with any type of strength, it's a wrap. Remember a couple years ago, maybe I'll give you big names, right? Because I was just about to say Dexter Lawrence, but these are big names. Okay, let's go back. Remember a couple years ago, I believe his name is Harrison Phillips. It was either we were playing the Rams or we were playing the Vikings, and that boy Harrison Phillips was on his ass. And that was one of the worst games I've seen from Parham. He was just constantly getting his ass tapped, power after power, getting pushed back into the quarterback. And that was what highlighted it for me right there. The Chargers And they don't have no big name DT, but they just got the archetype of player he struggles against, right? They just have the archetype of player he struggles against. They got that. So that's, bro, all the teams in our division have D tackles that be on his ass. I can't have that no more. We can't do that. We cannot do that. And I'm surprised at y'all. Why would y'all want to bring back somebody who was starting that was responsible for Jency getting hit in the backfield on 27% of his carries? Anybody that has a hand in that motherfucking stat, go ahead, you know what I mean? Go ahead, let him go, right? Colton, I give excuse. Because when Colton Miller was playing, we actually was running the ball better on his side. JPJ was hurt. When JPJ got in that rhythm, we actually was running the ball pretty well, right? Caleb Rogers didn't get to fucking play like that until the end, and he had some of his rookie struggles, but I still like what I saw. DJ Glaze, there's a reason I keep talking about DJ Glaze needs to get shifted to guard. You was at right tackle the whole season, big dog. You had a hand in that stat. Oh, shit. You had a hand in that stat. There's a whole ass B right here. Hold up. Wait. Shit. Oh, fuck. I'm not getting stung on screen. Y'all got me fucked up. I'm not getting stung on screen. But boy, whole ass B. I'm not getting stung on stream. Y'all got me fucked up. That's not happening. Because if I get stung on stream, boy, it's about to be a motherfucking problem. It's about to be a fucking problem. All right. But yeah. Either way though, I'm not with that part here. Uh-oh. My boy says stop making excuses for Genty. Uh-oh. Talk to me then. Talk to me, M-Easy. Talk to me. What do you feel? Right? This is a safe space. Chip Kelly didn't even know the blocking assignments. Come on. King J. It ain't that, bro. It ain't that. Now, look, there's a portion of it, of course, where you're like, bro, you feel me? Like, thank you, Dre. Thank you. Zach Allen. He was whooping his ass. That's the name I was thinking of. Yes. But think about it, bro. You know, yes, I understand. I understand that the O-line was getting shown YouTube videos and shit, right? From our boy Brendan Carey. But I put that excuse more for the rookies, right? Like Caleb Rogers, you just coming into the league. You know, JPJ, this is second year? You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, all right, like you can look at Glaze, you know, you can give him that excuse. But damn, bro, like Parham in year what, 5? In year 5, and we still got the same fucking problem that he's had since we drafted him. You know what I mean? Like it's like him. That's the shit where I'm like, the growth needs to be shown somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Like we gotta have growth somewhere. We can't just have the same fucking problem all the time when it comes to that. Y'all give me a second. This motherfucking B wants to be in here so bad. Hold on. Wait. We getting this the fuck out. There we go. It's like that. Yeah. Y'all got me fucked up. I'm not getting stung on stream. I ain't allergic to the shit or nothing like that. But I'm not. Who wants to go through the bullshit of getting stung by a bee on stream? Fuck up. But I will say this. Okay. Now, again, we talking about Parham. We're doing all that. I'm good off Parham, bro. We've had the same problem with him for about 5 years now. I feel like we can find an upgrade. Not even in the draft, but in free agency, bro. Like, I feel like there's better people in free agency or even better avenues to take. You know what I mean? And we're going to talk about that right now. I mean, we're going to talk about it, but there are better avenues to take than have Parham come back. So for me, I'm good off that. So now where the list goes, where we're at, rundown list, okay? This whole section, gone, right? This whole section is gone. Shit. This whole section is gone. Malcolm Kuntz is the only re-sign that we've made so far. Right? Malcolm Kuntz is the only re-sign we've made so far. That's it. And Landon Roberts, probably not. Right? Probably not. So then you go in here, all these dudes are gone, right? All these dudes are gone. The only re-sign I've said so far is Malcolm Kuntz. That's it. And the last one, Eric Stokes would be another one I'd re-sign. But cause for pause. It's cause for pause though with Eric Stokes, because how do y'all feel? How do y'all feel? Do you want to bring Eric Stokes back, or you look at what Tyreek Woolen is looking for because of the connection, right? Maybe Tyreek Woolen could be out there as well. But as far as the knowns, I think Eric Stokes had a pretty good year last year, enough to re-sign him for a year to two, maybe 2-year deal, and that'd be nice over there. I would re-sign Stokes. I'd re-sign Stokes for sure. So Stokes, Kuntz, those are the two I'm re-signing. Not gonna lie to you. See, but we talked about it though, Laker Nation. 4.5 sacks off of rotational piece off of an ACL. That's good numbers. And secondly, he's not getting re-signed to start. He is not the restart. But that's the next. We don't know fucking Robbie Leonard's scheme. I don't know his scheme, right? But let's backtrack it. We do know the tree he comes from, right? We know where he comes from. So as far as Rob Leonard, everybody, we talked about this. He comes from the Brian Flores and the Mike McDonald tree, right? That's where he's from. So thinking about those schemes and how they play, a Tariq Woolen would definitely fit in Mike McDonald's scheme because that's what he's doing, right? So if he's doing something similar to Mike McDonald's scheme, then yeah, sure. Something to Brian Flores' scheme, Stokes can work in that area. He's probably not the end-all, be-all, but he could work in something like that. So I think having Stokes come back, I would like that. I would like to see Stokes come back for another year. He played well last year in the midst of all the turmoil, nasty turmoil. And at the same time, bro, we're young as shit. We are young as shit in the secondary. Very young. Darnett, or what's his name? Darian Porter. Darian Porter is not ready to assume that number one corner role, bro. He's not ready. So we got to have some more veterans in there. We're probably even going to draft one as well. Maybe even look. But there are some free agents that we can look at. But we got to get some more veterans in there. So just like AZ says right here, man, I'm with you, bro. You can never have enough good DBs or just, enough solid DBs in the room. So I'm with you, man. I'm re-signing Stokes. So as of right now, right, if we following along with your boy, we only got, if this was me, 2 re-signs going on. And that's Eric Stokes and Malcolm Kuntz as some rotational, right? Because he only got 11 mil last year, bro. I don't see him getting higher than that. He's not getting higher than what he got last year. So with 100 plus to play with, come on now. That ain't terrible now. That ain't terrible. Now, and again, ACL guys usually ball out year 2 off that, just like my guy Michael Guerrero says. Shout out to my guy Michael Guerrero in the building. Turv, man, Unc in the building, man. What's going on, Unc? Salute. What it do, man? Appreciate you for tapping in, man. On our last little free agents here about who we can re-sign, who the Raiders not re-sign. Last three names. Ian Thomas, I don't see Ian Thomas coming back. Zamir White, nah. Devin White, that's the last one. What are y'all doing with Devin White? Stokes runs a 4.2 40. He was a first-round pick out of Georgia, just be injury play. He was a first-round pick, huh? He got that shit. He does. Remember Carl? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was an advocate for Carl Joseph. I wanted him to be good so bad, bro. I wanted to see so bad. Turf, you don't like nobody on this list. So it don't even matter. Devin White, though, I'm gonna be real with y'all, bro. I know he just led the franchise and tackles and all that shit. They might bring him back. But like honestly, I don't want to. But our linebacker room is so thin that they might fuck around and bring him back. I don't want them to, though. But to be honest with y'all, like if it's up to me, I wouldn't bring Devin White back. I would not bring Devin White back. Honestly, I want to get younger and I want to get faster and more versatile in the linebacker room, bro. I want to get more versatile and younger in the linebacker room. I don't like my linebackers that just cannot do one thing, right? And when it comes to Devin White, he just cannot pass cover to save his life. I wouldn't trust him to cover his nose when he sneezed. You know what I'm saying? So like at this point, it's like I can't trust him to come back and not fuck up in that area. I gotta have somebody like I don't understand. We're not gonna get a whole bunch of Fred Warners running around. I get that. But damn, bro, can we be somewhat adequate? You know what I mean? Like somewhat adequate at the pass coverage. I can't just sit here and just be like, oh man, like this motherfucker's not gonna do anything in the pass. Bro, how many times for y'all that was with me during the season were we talking like, bro, why every time fucking Devin White drops back into coverage, he looked like he playing hide and seek and shit with somebody? That's all he was doing, bro, looking back and forth. And then when the ball is thrown, the motherfucker not even looking the right way. The ball thrown this way, he looking this way. They're like, bro, what the fuck are we doing? Like, so, I can't do that shit no more. I can't do it. We got to be somewhat adequate in the area. If you're good at the run, right, just be somewhat adequate in the pass. You ain't got to be fucking Fred Warner again. But at the end of the day, like, I shouldn't have to put you on the field and other teams are like, oh shit, there you go, 45, and they just staring them down the whole time, bro. It makes the Kansas City game, right, was probably one of the worst I've seen, where the Chiefs targeted two people in that fucking game. Two. It was Devin White and Caillou Blue Kelly, bro. Two. And they just sat there and the whole time, Patrick looking back there. All right, bro, where 45 at? All right, 40. He don't know where the fuck he's going. All right, boom, right there. All right. Oh shit, Travis Kelce just broke left. Devin White broke right. Boom, right there, bro. Like it's like easy work the whole game, dog. So for me, I can't do that no more. I'm all right. Max has words for White, bad vibes. Be honest with you though, Hugh Jack, I did not like that exchange with Max in that portion. Like Max did fuck up on that play. Max did fuck up on a play. Never should have cut Javin White. Yeah, where did he go? Did he get picked up? Or is he still out there? I don't know. We have to improve our O-line this year, then we can rightly criticize Genty. He does need better vision and burst through our whole. Yep. Oh, 100%. Oh, there's a conversation with Genty to be had. Well, I mean, it's not to be had yet. But there's a conversation to be had. So real talk, man, real quick. Before we get, he's with the Jets? Didn't know that. Okay. Before we get into other free agents, and hopefully we can try this stick to the model joint and don't fucking crash my computer. But let's say out of all the guys that were on that list, bro, if it's up to me, I'm only bringing back Kuntz and Eric Stokes. Everybody else can go. Kuntz and Eric Stokes, everybody else can go, man. And we have to find replacements via free agency, via the draft, right? And that's just where I'm at. So y'all let me know down below. Is there anybody that y'all feel, anybody that y'all looking at that y'all like, nah, I think we do need to keep this dude? Or, pretty much, you like, I don't care who we keep, to be honest. Let me know down below, man. Y'all know what it is. But, all right. Now, we're going to get into some fun. Okay? Now we just talked about guys who we keep. We just talked about, what we would do with our players. Now we can visualize it. Look at it, visualize it, see who we want to resign, who we don't want to resign. All right. So let me look. If this thing, if my motherfucking computer start crashing, just know I tried. I tried. But let's look. Hey, boy, that shit is definitely not happening. I would sooner find a fucking polar bear walking outside of my fucking front door in Southern California than that happened. I'll tell you that. I'd sooner find a goddamn penguin outside my goddamn front door. But let's look. Damn, this shit's still a little small. But all right. Now we can visualize what we got going on, type of cuts we want to make, all the extra. All right. So as far as let's get with this now. All right, let's get with this now. And we'll go through the model. All right. Now, this is interesting one right here with Geno Smith, y'all. I've been going through this model. Now, real quick, just let y'all know this is the offseason mock. All right, this is the offseason mock. So we about to go through every nook and cranny, even free agency. We're gonna stop at the draft, though. All right, we're gonna stop at the draft. And we're gonna save that for another show. Right, we're gonna save that for another show. But right now, today, we're just gonna do free agency, build the team out, and then we know what we got to do for the draft. Right, we know we got to do for the draft. I'll try to keep this too. So hopefully next show we come on, we know exactly where we left off. But let's talk about what we do to save some money. You see us at the right side. All right, we got 91.5 mil to play with. This is before free agency. Before free agency. Now, let's increase that bread. Right now, I've talked about Geno Smith. Do we cut him? I know a lot of y'all are like, oh, bro, cut him. This is what I need y'all to think about, though. The 19 mil in dead cap money is going to be kind of nasty. That 19 mil in dead cap money is gonna bite us in the ass next year. So that's something that we do got to think about. So for this off-season model, some of y'all might be mad, but I want y'all to entertain the fact of restructuring this deal to keep some more bread for this year and years beyond, right? Because again, this 19 mil is going to come back and bite us in the ass for next year. It's going to, right? So instead of doing that, we can restructure. Geno does not play, or whatever the case they have planned for him this year, and we release him after this year, right? We release him after this year. Now, if we were to do that with the void and all that, and we restructure him, if we look, future dead money if cut is 16.9. Now, we could eat that, sure. We could eat that. That is what it is. But if we restructure him, right, and do that, we save 0.16 mil, right? We save 0.16 mil. Now, if we cut Geno, right, dead money is 18.5, right? Now, we do save. We get no dead money for this year if we post June 1st it, right? If we post June 1st it, we get no dead money, but we're going to have to pay up the price next year, right? We're gonna have to pay up the price next year. So y'all, I know y'all wanna let him go. So I mean, if you want to let him go, we can do it, and we'll structure it like that. We're gonna have to eat that dead money, right? Now, next up on the list, we'll cut him. So now we have plus 26. We have 118 mil to play with. If it's up to me, I say we restructure Colton as well. Restructure Colton as well with that void that gives us another 14 mil. Because Colton's been hurt for 2 years now. We know we have his replacement behind Colton Miller as far as our guy Grant. So it only makes sense, right? It only makes sense for them to do that for sure. Only makes sense to do that for sure. So now with the restructure, we have 132, right? We got 132 to play with. Going down, right? It'll give us some smart suggestions too on some cuts. Now we talking about cutting some guys. Alex Kappa, for sure. I don't think we need to talk about that, right? Jamin Davis, cut, right? Philip Dorsett, right? Cut Philip Dorsett. Let him go. Joshua Miles, I don't even know who this is. cut him, right? Mafi for sure. Cut Mafi. Broderick Martin. We just trying to save as much money as we can, right? And you're looking at what we got. 141. I'm gonna be real with y'all, bro. This one, yeah. Okay, Palomau. I've been thinking about this for a couple days, y'all. Palomau, I've been thinking about for a couple days. Because honestly, I would like to get another safety in there. But if we play the system of a Mike McDonald, 3 safeties are used primarily. 3 safeties are used. So I keep Palomau just for that simple fact. I think they had him out of position last year, bro. I think they had him out of position. Now, honestly, I don't know the percentage of them cutting Max or restructuring Max Crosby if he doesn't get traded. Adam Butler, I don't know, but for the sake of the model, shit, I'm doing it. I'm restructuring them both. And that gives us this right here, right? That gives us 165 mil to play with, bro. 165 mil. So I restructured them both, let them go. I'm not franchise tagging anybody. Stokes, see, that's 21. I'm not franchise tagging him. I'd rather them come to a re-sign agreement with Stokes, right? If we can. So here, if we extend him and restructure him, I don't need 4 years. I can do 2 years. The range of which he is, if we see here, is 15.8 to 22 mil. They're sitting at 18.6. That's what they're saying we give him, 18.6. If we go down to 17, hopefully maybe 17, 16, I would like if we can do that. But he took the 16. So he said, I'm trading Gino for 2 spliffers. Yeah, real talk, we can. Brandon Griffin, what model are you using to do this? This is called Stick to the Model, man. It's called Stick to the Model. Shout out to all them, man. But yeah, he took the 2 for 16.5, or really 16. I think he took 16. So either way, we did what we had to do for Stokes, right? We did say that we would like to re-sign. We would like to re-sign maybe. Oh, Thomas Booker is here, but maybe we'll see what goes on with that. Maybe re-sign Kuntz if we can. We said that, right? I really would do 1-year deal if we can. I really would do a 1-year deal and see how we can do that. Boom. 1-year deal. Malcolm Kuntz again. Extended for 10.4. Right? Shit, I got him for 10.4. Realistically, it's probably not going to be 10.4. Probably be a little more than that. What does Snowden want? Tripping. His deal was just 1 mil. I'm not giving him all that. Yeah, his deal was just 1 mil. Hell nah. Extend and restructure. Only for 1 mil. So we got Snowden back. We got we ended up getting Kuntz back. So our guys are re-signed so far. Right? We got guys re-signed so far. Now, as far as everybody we got here, man, I think we restructured a lot. Now, real talk. Again, this is what Rundown to do. And I saw somebody else say this up there, that as far as Brock Bowers and what we got going on, if they're smart and the Raiders are smart, they would restructure him this year and not even play around with it, bro. Restructure the man this year. I give him 24. Restructure the man this year and get this man extended. Don't even play around with this type of player, bro, because I see it happen all throughout the league when it comes to good players and their organizations waiting way too long to re-sign them, bro. So when it comes to this, and Brock Bowers, not going to play with it. He got 2 years left on the deal. We're not even going to get to the 4-year, or not even get to the 5th year. We're going to extend him for 4 years. And then by the time he has to re-up again, technically, right, he'll be 27. But before we even get to that point, we're going to extend and restructure again. So, boom. Right? We got Brock Bowers extended. Brock Bowers extended for another 4+. We ain't even got to think about that. That's not even in our realm of thought process. Right? So, cut that. Boom. I don't even know what Alex Ward is. We'll be fine with that. We got $159 million to play with now. Right? Yep. I already know, Brandon. We're not even going to play with it, bro. We're not going to be that organization. Now, all of a sudden, we're in contract disputes the last year. Like, no, we're not going to do that. That's dumb. So, I think we're good. We done make cuts. We got 159 to play with. You know what I mean? I think it's time to get into the regular free agency and have our discussion. Now, okay, some trades to accept. 89%. Trey Tucker. We get picked 113, 154. See, a lot of people want Trey Tucker, man. A lot of people want Trey Tucker. Oh, I wouldn't mind getting wait a minute. Now, this is where it might get a little unrealistic. But some of these trades, I'm not mad at. Okay, look, let's talk about this, y'all. Would you trade Trey Tucker for pick 95? Would you do it? Would you trade Trey Tucker for pick 95? Now, keep in mind, I have a thought process on why I would do this, okay? Rashid Shaheed is a free agent. So you could replace Trey Tucker with Shaheed in the Kubiak system, which he's done multiple times, right? You would, in hopes that you can get Shaheed. Pick 95, we get somebody who can maybe be another receiver as well. Honestly, y'all, I do like Trey Tucker, but this is hard to decline. I would do this. I would do it. I'm accepting this. I'm getting that. This is the next one right here. Tony Pollard backing up Ashton Genty. I'm sorry, Isaiah. I have to do that, bro. I would do that for Tuck. I have a plan. There's a plan in place. Okay, just roll with me now. I know some of y'all are, well, why the fuck would you trade Trey Tucker? We're getting Mendoza. We need weaponry. Yes. I don't think Trey Tucker's worth a second round pick, though. To be honest with y'all. I don't think he's, for what he's done so far in his career and all that extra, I don't think he's a second round pick. I don't think we're getting that. It's a little too steep. That's a little too steep. But let's talk about this. Tony Pollard backing up Ashton Genty. How would y'all feel? How would y'all feel about that? For pick 117, which is what, like the fourth round, a fourth round pick? I'm not mad at that, bro. I'm actually not mad at that. Tony Pollard would actually be a very nice backup to Ashton Genty. He'd be a very nice backup. Now, as far as the money factor, I mean, maybe I'm not. Breece Hall would be nice, but Breece Hall trying to go start somewhere. I'm not trying to pay Breece Hall starting running back money. Kenneth Walker starting running back money. Not going to do that, right? Then you go into guys that are free agents. What, Travis Etienne would be a nice one. He'd be pretty nice. Travis Etienne would be pretty nice, but he does fumble. So how much money does he want? Because he's been a starting back in this league, right? And he is a starting back in this league. So how much money is he going to command? Okay, move along. Now we're looking in the guys' territory as far as maybe Rashad White from the Bucks. That's another guy that you can look at and you're like, all right. How much does he command? Okay. I don't know, man. Oh yeah. I feel like if we got Pollard, he'd take a pay cut. We get him and take a pay cut for sure. But for a fourth round, bro. And okay, let me look at something real quick before we do this. I did see something about the injuries. I do, but I think that was 2 years ago. As far, bro, he just had 1,000 yards last year. Hey man. Tony Pollard just had 1,000 yards on that shitty Titans offense. Hold on. Let me look. Yeah. Tony Pollard just played all 17 games last year. Had 1,082 yards, averaged 4.5 yards a carry, and had 5 touchdowns. Now, I ain't gonna cap, y'all. I ain't gonna cap. I ain't gonna cap. He's only gonna be 28 this next year, too. Rico Dowdle is there. But I feel like Tony Pollard is a better backup for Ashton Jeanty, bro. I honestly feel they complement each other very well. I ain't gonna cap. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do it. And look at it. And we can restructure. Shit. Hey, boy. I'm doing that. I like Tony Pollard, man. I like Tony Pollard backing up Ashton Jeanty. I feel like that's a very, very good 1-2 punch. You know what I mean? Go back, watch some Tony Pollard, bro. They complement each other very well. Very well. And Pollard is a good blocker. He can run this system with Kubiak. He give us some more juice with this system. Oh, yeah. We're working. I'm with that. I'd be very fucking happy. Other than that, right? So we traded Trey Tucker for pick 95. And fuck it, we're gonna do a draft anyway. I'm in the mode. We traded Trey Tucker for pick 95. We got Tony Pollard. That's a 4th round pick, dog. Hell yeah. Got Tony Pollard for a 4th round pick. Restructured his deal. So he's not making hella buku money. Oh, yeah. Let's work. Everything else, though, I'm good. I don't want to trade Michael Mayer. I'm good off that. I don't want no Cole Kmet. I'm good off that. So we continue, right? Meredith and Thomas Booker. I think just because we traded for Thomas Booker and Meredith has some depth qualities, I would confirm these and bring them back. So, yes, I'm bringing them back. Right? All right, I'm bringing them back. Meredith is coming back. Booker, we traded for last year. I'm bringing him back. Keep them both. Right? So I just think it makes sense. Just like my boy Dre says, yep. Dog, Reezy, 6 TDs, 39 receptions, and he's a good pass catcher. Not saying Jeanty isn't, but he's a good pass catcher. Oh, yeah. Now, look. Now, you talking about Dowdle, though. Dowdle did have that last year. He did have that. That's nice. That is nice. I just feel like Tony Pollard, bro. I like that. I like his speed and what he brings. Like that speed and what he brings. Now, let's go. Now we in free agency, y'all. Now it's time to get it in. Give me 1 second, man. We in mode right now. I'm feeling my GM hat is getting warm. I got to get that greenery over here. Hold on. Y'all give me 1 second. Hold on. Yeah, buddy. All right, give me some of that greenery. Hold on. All right, here we go. Now, we back in. Okay? Let's look at what we got. Obviously, we all know where we need to start if we talk about free agency. We looked at ours pending free agents already. We already know why we didn't re-sign some. Look at this. You giving Devin White $9 million? No, sir. I'm not giving Devin White no $9 million, bro. Not doing that. I don't care. I am not doing that. So walking away from this. Let's start with guys that we know we got to re-sign. You feel what I'm saying? Let's fill some needs. Let's fill some fucking needs before we start doing all this extra. So all these guys here, I'm not with. Don't need those, right? Don't need those. So see what we got. Let's go. What we want? We're obviously probably inside linebacker first, or maybe O-line first, right? I'm thinking inside linebacker. What we true? Boom. O-line. Now, let's have the conversation, y'all. Let's have the conversation. TJ Bass, no. Shee Walker, no. Now, I don't know if he's here. I'm looking. I'm trying to look for Wyatt Teller. See if Wyatt Teller is here so we can have the honest conversation. But if I don't see Wyatt Teller, then it doesn't matter.
Oh yeah, I see that. Okay, so look, I believe Wyatt Teller might be here. He might be here. So let's have the conversation real quick before we go here. Now, there's been talk of Wyatt Teller, whether we go that route, right, or whether we go this route, as far as who to sign. Okay, honestly, with y'all, if I'm gonna keep it a beam, I know people want Teller. I'm not with Teller. I'm not with Teller. And I'm gonna make my stamp in case why. Teller is coming off back-to-back seasons where he's ended off IR. So think of Colton Miller, and think of what we dealt with that. He's 31 years old, and dealing with back-to-back seasons of IR is something I'm really not trying to deal with in signing a prize ticket free agent. And he's 31 years old. Secondly, my case for not signing Wyatt Teller. I honestly, truly believe that Caleb Rogers is a starter, bro. I truly believe that Caleb Rogers is a starter. I do. I might be wrong, but I believe he is a starter. So if you have him, and Caleb Rogers is about like 24, I believe, 23, 24. You got JPJ, who's about 24, 25. And I know Tyler Linderbaum is 20. What'd that say? He says, right, Tyler Linderbaum is 26. Your interior linemen will be together for at least 3 to 4 years. Hopefully longer than that. But they're going to be together for a long ass time, right? So that's something I would like. And I feel like it spreads out the offensive line. Wyatt Teller to me is a quick fix where we're going to need that. We're going to need to find a replacement in about a year or two with Wyatt Teller. And you better, and if signing him, you better hope that they draft somebody that can immediately slot in if something ends up happening, right? If the trend ends up repeating itself. So me with Wyatt, bro, I think I'm good. I think I would rather sink the money into Tyler Linderbaum and have that interior of Linderbaum, JPJ, and Caleb Rogers and have that interior. I think that can work. Secondly, I know some people got cold feet when they saw the metric of Linderbaum and his pass rush blocking rate, right? He was second worst in the league last year, and it was his worst year by far as his pass blocking rate, right? But reasons I'm not going to trip off that. Last year, that was an outlier. It was his worst year. Secondly, Lamar Jackson, playing with Lamar Jackson, he holds the ball a lot. So naturally, that's going to influx your numbers. And thirdly, Lamar Jackson missed games last year, right? So that's the next thing. Lamar Jackson missed some games. So with him missing games, that shit, you had other quarterbacks in there. I think that he played with 3 other quarterbacks in there. So last year, I think the numbers got skewed. And honestly, I don't think it's true to form of who he is. Is he the best pass blocker in the world? No, he is a much better run blocker than he is a pass blocker. But I think those things can be masked. I think he's good enough and adequate enough to be in this system. I don't think he's dog water, right? He's not no goddamn Andre James or even Meredith last year. He's better than that. So I think we sink the money into that. To be honest with y'all, give him a 4-year deal, right? They talking about spreading it out there. I give him about 13-7. See if we can do that. Grab Linderbaum, bro. That's a 4-year deal. Grab him, and I think, and it helps everybody involved. It spreads it out, right? So we got that. Second target, if it's me, if it's Rundown. Second target, bro. I'm going right after Braden Smith. I need some competition in that right tackle room. I need competition, right? I need competition. So for me, like I can't have DJ Glaze be the unquestioned starter going into next year without some type of competition. A 2-year deal for Braden Smith could work. 2-year deal, Braden Smith. Get him in here. He's had some injury
He's had some injury concerns in the past. But when healthy, very, very confident right tackle. So I'm getting that, and I'm shoring up the offensive line. That's 2 signings right there. Just shoring up the offensive line. I think we're good with the 2 signings, honestly. I don't think we need to do much than that. Dylan Parham can go, slot Caleb Rogers over there, right? JPJ plays right guard. We got Linderbaum. You have a right tackle in Braden Smith who can slide in, start right now. DJ Glaze has guard capabilities. So I would slot him in, let him be a rotational piece. And we still have Meredith as a rotational guard / center, as whatever we need to do. So honestly, I like with those 2 signings, I think we're good. With the offensive line with those 2 signings, right? If that's the route we went. Now, next up, we don't need to sign a running back because we just traded for Tony Pollard, so don't need to do that there. All right, we're good there. Let's go some edge, man. Let's go edge. See what we want to do there. There's a lot of avenues to go. Oh, look, Khalil only wants 7.8. How y'all feel? Y'all want Khalil? Y'all want to bring Khalil back? But this the route I'm looking at. There you go. I know some people want to slot Grant in there now. I still want to give him a year, bro. I still want to give Grant 1 more year to season, get himself together, and really, really hit that ground running on that 3rd year, man. That's what I want to do. I don't want to rush Grant out there because I feel Grant got some ability, bro. Grant got some ability, and I don't want to squander it, man. I want to bring him along right. I want to be patient. So, how y'all feel? Hey, man, look, hey, Khalil at 7 mil ain't really that bad, to be honest with y'all. That's actually not terrible. Now, y'all want Khalil at 7 mil or Chason at 12? Thus is the question, right? Khalil at 7 or Chason at 12. That is the question. So y'all let me know down below. I'm intrigued on y'all answers right there. I'm intrigued because I thought Khalil was done. He said he was going to retire. Honestly, y'all, I'm kind of done with aging players coming here off their last contracts. I think I'm good off that, bro. Honestly, we move forward. And I think I want Chase on another 1-year deal. Hopefully, hey, if I could get him for 12 mil right now with a 1-year deal, I'm taking that all day. I'm doing it. Yeah, I'm doing it. Right? Our plan comes into fruition. Now, we have Kuntz back. We have Chase on. We have Max Crosby. We're going to go into the draft and get another one. But I like that. Now, next up, linebacker. Okay, linebacker. Okay, we need help because we're not re-signing damn near none of our linebackers. We only got the Bergs in the back, in Eichenberg and Lindenberg. That's the only goddamn linebackers we have right now. Right? So, nah. We need to sign more. Now, look, again, some of y'all wanted Devin White, but 9 mil for Devin White, smoking something funky. I don't know about that, right? Elandon Roberts for the 1, maybe. For the 3.4 mil, maybe. But my mind goes here, y'all. These three. Quay Walker, Devin Lloyd, or Nakobe Dean. Now, I like me some Nakobe Dean, y'all. I really, really like Nakobe Dean. I really do. The only thing that holds me back off Nakobe, bro, he got injury concerns, dog. And he missed some time this year. You know what I mean? So, like, yeah. And our linebacker coach, does have connection. Nakobe posted something about him. So I like that. It's just he has injury concerns, bro. And I think he even missed some fucking time this year. But there's no doubt that when he plays, bro, he's a general. He is a general. And we need that. We fucking need that. So it's tough for me, bro, because I really don't like signing injury prone players, right? Because I've learned. Because last year I wanted some guys and I didn't really care about it, and then you look how their season went, and it's like, all right, like they were injured. They ended up getting injured and they ended like, you know what I mean? They missed time. So I try to learn from that. But I think this one I might take the flyer, bro. He's a general when he plays, dog. He's a general when he plays. And I'm gonna low-key do a 2-year deal. For real. 26. If it works out, can we backload it? Oh, yeah. And we got a starter for real if it works out too, man. Still draft a linebacker, but getting him that's what I'm saying, bro. I'd much rather sign Nakobe Dean for 11 mil than give Devin White 9. You know what I mean? Like Devin White at 9 compared to Nakobe Dean at 11 is night and day, bro. That's night and day. I'm definitely not doing that. So, boom, right? We still got 99.4 mil. Hey, we might be able to still fuck around and sign another one. We might be able to still sign another one. Maybe. Let's look around. Let's go back real quick. Let's see. Let me see something. Okay, free agent corners. See, Tariq Woolen is there. What does he want? He wants 23. 23. But then we re-signed Stokes, though. I'm going to be honest with y'all, bro. There's going to have to be one position that we're going to have to skimp on. We're going to have to skimp. Like no, and it sounds fucked up, but like we're going to have to skimp a little bit at one position. We're going to, because there's going to be so much money sunk into certain things that it's like, all right, bro, certain ones, we just going to have to re-sign a guy and just live with it, right? Like, and I personally think corner might be that position, bro. Corner might be the position where we just re-sign Stokes and we're like, all right, bro, we just live with that for this year and improve the front seven. You know what I mean? We improved because honestly, if you improve the front seven, you can improve the secondary play overall, right? I mean, it's simple football math. Front seven, if that's good, then your corners don't have to be fucking Deion Sanders. Not saying you don't want that, but just we all know the drill. So with corner, we might be able to skimp. The only thing we can't skimp on, because look, Tariq is a outside corner, wanting 23 mil. We re-signed Eric Stokes. Really don't need to do that, right? But what we do need is a goddamn nickel corner. And a nickel corner in Josh Jobe is one of those. Nickel corner in Josh Jobe is one of those, right? So Josh Jobe at 11.4 is something that I would like to entertain. 2 years. Can we backload it? Yes. Yeah. 2 years. We get a nickel corner. We live with Eric Stokes and we live with Darian Porter this year. And we live and die with it. See how that goes. Right? You live and die with it, see how it goes. But that'll be it right there. So next, let's go to the safeties. We still got 90 mil. And we're gonna go to another Seahawk safety. And that would be Kobe Bryant, man. Another Seahawk safety and Kobe Bryant. We talked about Palomau earlier. Alante. My boy 805. What's going on, man? What's going on? What's the deal with you, Isaiah? Yeah, I like Job, man. I like Job. Job, he's a nice nickel corner. Yes. Nice nickel corner, man. I think he fits exactly what we need. Alante Taylor would be good too. Only reason I signed Job, obviously, for the familiarity, Seahawk familiarity. So we'll go there. Kobe Bryant as a safety, yes, because we need a playmaking safety, right? We need a free safety that is a playmaker. Palomau is not a free safety. I think he played out of position last year. But having the fact that we have Kobe Bryant that can make plays in the back end, you have Chin, right, who is the maybe roamer, and also Isaiah Palomau, who can act as another linebacker as well in certain pitches, I like that 3. That 3 makes sense to me. So if we go in here and that 3 makes some sense, let's I'm gonna go Kobe Bryant, man. Another 2 years. Boom. We still got 78 mil to play with, man. Still got 78 mil. While I'm still thinking about some certain options, I did forget that we did trade Trey Tucker for the 95th pick in this draft for pick 95. So we're gonna need to replace that. No cappery. Look, we saved money, y'all. We saved money. Okay. We saved money. I know some of y'all, this isn't happening. He's not going anywhere. So I'm gonna just let that go. Debo, I'm good. Wandale could be nice in this system, but nah, I'm not. 23 mil for Wandale. No, sirree. Right? Alec Pierce, 24 mil. Look at the company. Look at the company he's getting paid in. He getting paid more than fucking DJ Moore and Nico Collins. And Jacoby. No, sirree. I can't do that, bro. I can't do that. Can't do that. I mean, this isn't terrible, but 23 mil for Wandale, you know, I'd rather not spend that money. I'd rather go in the draft with some shit like this. Now, Coker, damn, I do like Coker. He's not bad. He's not bad. 23 mil for Romeo Dobbs. You smoking something funky. I am not intrigued with Tyreek Hill at all. I don't want Tyreek Hill at all. I don't want Mike Evans, right? 10 mil isn't bad. 10 mil is not bad, though. I'm going to be real with you. I didn't expect that. Interesting. But at the same time, Mike Evans he plays like 6 games a year, bro. So like that's for me. I don't want to get Mike Evans because I've seen it too many years now. He plays like fucking 6-7 games a year and all the extra. We can't afford that, right? Not at this team. Jawan Jennings at 13 mil. No, sirree. Not doing that. Right? All that is booty. It's just not going to happen. Now, the one that we have to look at that is the easy one. Boom. 2.2 mil for Rashid Shaheed. And that's exactly where we're going to go. The Trey Tucker replacement. The Trey Tucker replacement. A lot of these guys I signed the 2-year deals. But yeah, give me the Trey Tucker replacement, man. Let's go ahead. Let's rock with Shaheed, man. So we signed that, right? We've signed that. Now, let's see. What have we got so far? Next thing that we need to do, we got Chase on, right? That's a guy we got. Are they on our depth chart so far? Let's see if they're on our depth chart. Yes. Okay. Now, for everybody, maybe not. Maybe, what is he getting right now? He not getting no shit. Shaheed's not getting anything. I mean, let's be honest, bro. Like a lot of people, I think maybe we overrate the fact of like what Shaheed is as a receiver. He's not that as a receiver. But Genty, Pollard, I like, right? These are moves we've made so far. Okay. We traded for Tony Pollard, 4th round pick, nothing, right? Shaheed to replace Trey Tucker. All right. Dante Thornton, boom, boom. We got Linderbaum. Why he's here, I don't know. So let me see some. Why is he here? I don't know what that is. Either way, Linderbaum we know is going to be he's going to be the center. Braden Smith, he's going to be the starting right tackle. So far, this is what we got. On defense, we have signed Nakobe Dean. Boom, he's going to be the middle linebacker for sure. Right? Nakobe Dean will be the middle linebacker. Chase on, we brought him back. Josh Jobe as our nickel. Kobe Bryant as our playmaking free safety. So this is where we at so far. Not bad. Maybe need another quarterback. Maybe need another one of these. We'll see. Hold on, let me see something. So now that we're here, man, Braden Smith, Linderbaum. Okay. Now, honestly, we have 76.3. We have enough to make one more signing. We can or cannot make one more signing. And honestly, I'm going to be honest with y'all, I'm going to make one more signing. I'm going to make one more signing. And honestly, that signing is going to come in the form of one of these two motherfuckers right here. Quay Walker or Devin Lloyd. And honestly, I want Devin Lloyd. Devin Lloyd brings the pass coverage that I think we so desperately need, right? He brings the pass coverage we so desperately need. And this is our last signing. This will be the last guy we can sign because now we're in the 60 ranges, and I'm not trying to go under that, right? So let me think. Have I filled needs? Because this is a splurge signing for me, right? So have we filled needs? We didn't need to sign a running back. We got a backup running back. Shaheed to replace Tucker. Linderbaum, Braden Smith. Offensive line's good. Re-sign Meredith, all that. Offensive line is straight. Nickel corner, Josh Jobe. Got that. Got a safety, Kobe Bryant. Okay. Chaseon's back. Nakobe Dean. There's some needs. We met pretty much all the needs. This is the splurge for me. I'm doing it. Boom. Now, when we look at the depth chart now and look at the defense, if you can tell me that we just made off with Nakobe Dean and Devin Lloyd as now our linebackers going in, we work. Kuntz back. Chaseon back. I'm not mad at the start of this build for this defense. Start of this build, man. I like this right here. Offense, okay. We still need to go into the draft with it. But this is some of the direction I'm going, man. Y'all let me know. How y'all feel? How do y'all feel, man? Do y'all like it? Do y'all not? Nose tackle, I see you, Nickel. We can go into the draft with that in mind, though, right? We can go in that in mind. I like guys like Caleb Banks, Lee Hunter, maybe if he falls, right? There's a number of guys that we can take a look at, maybe fall in the second round, right? So that's where we at. Yeah. He'd probably be about $7 million, for sure. Probably be about $7 million. Ooh, I forgot to cut Laube. Nah, oh well. He'll probably get cut in the training camp if this was real deal life. But y'all let me know down below, bro. How do y'all feel about the list? How y'all feel so far? I told y'all we weren't going to go into the draft, but I'm feeling it. I'm feeling the vibe. We might draft. Fuck it. We might draft it. But Josh Jobe, Devin Lloyd, Nakobe Dean, Chaseon, Kobe Bryant. I like what we got, man. I like what we got. I think we can go into the season with some shit like this, man. We can go to the season with some shit like this. Let me see. Oh, long press. Okay. So boom, let's move some guys around real quick on this defense. Let's really get it going. Let's move some guys around. Boom, boom, Lualu. Wilson's in the back for me. Right. Josh Jobe. Let's get here. Put him here at the nickel corner. Josh Jobe, Darian Porter. Kobe Bryant's now our starter here, right? Kobe Bryant's going to be the starter here. So let's put him here. Boom. There we go. Now we got that. All right, offense. Let's make sure the offense is right. Boom, boom, boom. Yep. Linderbaum, center. Boom. Right tackle. Boom. Braden Smith. Right guard. Give me JPJ. Caleb Rogers. Give me a left guard. Colton Miller. Boom. That's the now this is our starting offensive line now. Right? Colton Miller, left tackle. Caleb Rogers, left guard. Linderbaum at the center. JPJ at the right guard. Braden Smith at the right tackle. Boom. Still need some more work done on this wide receiver room. So we still need more work, right? But either way it goes, I like what we got. So still got 65 mil to play with. I don't know why they're putting two DJ Glazes over there. But we still got 65 mil to play with. Let's go into the draft. Fuck it, man. I'm ready. We done made 7 cuts, 2 trades, 8 signings. 7 cuts, 2 trades, 8 signings. I'm with it, man. We're going to the draft. I'm feeling drafty. Let's start it. Let's start it, man. Because I do these for fun. I don't know why people take them all that serious. It is what it is. Let's start the draft. Let's see what we got. First pick. I mean, let's be real with ourselves, bro. Let's be real with ourselves. We're not gonna trade the pick. So Fernando Mendoza, first pick. Okay, boom. Do we get graded for these? We got a B- for Fernando. But we already know what they're doing, and nobody even gave us some trades. So there's that. What I tell y'all, it comes all to fruition. It comes to fruition, right? Told you at the beginning. If we had a rotation of DNs that consisted of Malcolm Kuntz, Kaylavon Chason, Max Crosby, and Akeem Mesidor, we work. Now, I know we need a nose tackle. I know we need that. I get it. But honestly, bro, too hard to pass up. It's too hard to pass up. I know we just got Chase on and all that, but goddamn quarterback, bro. Now, realistically, let's look who else is here. You know, let's look at the receivers. Cooper is cool, but we all right. This is where I can maybe see the hold up on it. Because if you don't take maybe Cooper now, Branch now, right? You're probably going to be left with this. But this group, I'm not mad at. If y'all haven't seen Antonio Williams yet, I think he can fit in this Kubiak system. Malachi Fields can fit in this system as well. That's another big body receiver I really like, right? So, and we got pick 95 coming up somewhere, so we can probably find some type of D tackle. We just got JJ Pegues and Tonka last year, which I like them. They're not Lee Hunter though, right? So honestly, yeah, bro. I honestly talked about it, man. I'm getting Mesidor, bro. I'm getting Mesidor, and we're gonna rock with that 4 rotation. Our DN rotation is gonna be nasty with some shit like that. Now, what I say? It's all falling into place now. Trade center. 67, 79. I don't know if I like any of these trades. But I do, but I don't. Because if we trade back all the way to 78, right? That's 11 spots. We trade back all the way to 78, bro. We're going to miss out on Malachi Fields. We're going to miss out on any receiver. Any receiver we're going to miss out on. Now, we do get more. We have Jennings Dunker here, but we don't need Jennings Dunker with the offseason we just had in free agency, right? Like, we don't need that. I'm going to be real with y'all, man. Malachi Fields might be my pick here, man. He might be my field. He's the big. Now we have Shaheed that's going to take the top off of the defense. And I can see Kubiak liking a guy like Antonio Williams. I can see Kubiak liking a guy like Antonio Williams. I'm not saying he's JSN, but he has the skill set of he can be used in that type of way. He can be used in that type of way. He has a lot of good, run after catch ability to him, break some tackles, real shifty. Not that big of a player, though, as you can see, 5'11", 190. But, as you can see here, body control. But he does lack that size. He is 190, though. So when you get the ball in his hands, he does have some good run to him, some run ability to him. I'll give him that. He doesn't have game-wrecking speed, but Shaheed, we got Shaheed for that, right? So it really comes down, see, and this is what I'm talking about right here, significant juice after the catch. That run after ability stuff he has, bro, it is nice. It is nice. He has a nice route tree to him, too. He's not super technical, but he's technical enough. He's technical enough. He's not, and I'm not saying he's slow either. I think he's gonna run like a 4.4, 4.5, some shit like that. He'll run a 4.4, 4.5. But this is the next one. This dude right here, bro. This dude right here, man. He if we're looking for a guy that's going to be a downfield threat, where as far as 50-50, right? Somebody basically where Mendoza's like, fuck it, he's there somewhere, right? It's this dude. It's this dude. So thinking about what we need as an offense, I personally think we need somebody like this, because we talking about, and in the Senior Bowl, bro, he fucking dominated in the Senior Bowl against other competition. And we're talking about guys with the skill sets that they have already. You got Shaheed. He's taking the top off. Speedy guy. Jack Besh would work underneath more, right? You talk about Bowers. He's going to work that intermediate underneath. I think we need this type of guy. And honestly, bro, I'm a rock with Malachi Fields, man. I'm a rock with Malachi Fields as our third round selection. Pick 95 coming up. This is the one we got for Jacoby Lane. Or Jacoby. Why am I saying Jacoby Lane? This is the one we got for Trey Tucker. This one we got for Trey Tucker. Let's see what else we got here. See what else we got here. Drew Shelton. A nice little DT wouldn't be bad. A nice DT wouldn't be bad. Don't need most of these. Oh, Corleone, this Corleone dude, I did see some film on him. I do like. Now, D lineman, right? 6'2", 292. Oklahoma's D line was pretty nice. Pretty nice. But disruptive interior lineman, good size, developing pass rush ability, combination of strength, technique, motor makes him effective in penetrating gaps, which is what we need. Right? Can pursue the plays from back speed, from behind the way, good size, strength, solid hand technique. There's pass rush potential, which it's all about coaching at that point. Motor, he has the effort. Okay. Now, conditioning can improve. That's interesting, right? Needs more pass rush moves. Now, realistically, I think we need somebody that's going to be able to plug up the holes in the run gaps. That's kind of where I'm at with who we need as a DT. Now, this Corleone guy here now, right? 6'1", 320. I've seen him before, Cincinnati. I've seen some film on him. But he got some pass rush to him as well. He's very disruptive in the run, though. In the run, he's very disruptive. If you look at his 2 seasons in Cincinnati, man, hey, 84 tackles, 12 tackles for loss, 6 sacks, 3 forced fumbles. He was a preseason All-American. He has some versatility. He can play all around the line right there, man. So I'm not mad at him. I do kind of like this dude better than the other one. So honestly, the trade back, if I can get Buddy, would be good. Hopefully I can get him. Let's go. Hopefully I can get him. Boom. We get the DT we need. We don't need a running back for real. We don't need a running back for real. So let me get the DT. I like Corleone, man. I do like Corleone. We right back up again. Honestly, with all the shit we need an OT. And I do like this dude. Harold Perkins isn't bad. But let's go cornerback. I do like Will Lee. Will Lee isn't bad. Has some good frame to him. 6'3". Or he's 6'1", 189. Could work. I mean, right now we're just taking gambles with people, I guess. We're gonna just take gambles, see what we got, see who we like. The Zune guy is all right, but I think we can do better than that. We already got an edge. Do we really need another interior linebacker or interior lineman? Not really. You know what I'm saying? Not really. Fuck it. So fuck it. I think I'm gonna take a corner. I think I'll take a corner and Will Lee. We still got hella picks left. So not even tripping about that. All right. Jack Andrews isn't bad. Another linebacker wouldn't be terrible to take here. Damani Jackson, we already took a corner. Caden Curry, James. All right. Where y'all looking, man? Really, a lot of needs we done filled already. So just taking guys that I guess we, right now. Another white linebacker on the board, baby. Looking in. Needs. You really need an OT, and an OT at this stage right now isn't really like, an OT at this stage, you're not expecting shit from. Man, Dominique, that man Mesidor, bro. 24 is good enough for me, man. We still got time, and he got a complete package right now. As far and that pause, that sounded crazy. He's got a complete pass rush package right now. Let's say that. I like Buddy. I like Buddy. I don't think we need another tight end. Why the fuck would we take another tight end? Really, we're just taking bullshit at this point. I take another safety though. We just signed a safety. The fuck we can take another safety for? So, you know what, man? I do like CJ Daniels. I'll take CJ Daniels. Damn, they got Hemby. I was looking at Hemby too. McAllister. Take a Oos? I think I'll take a Oos. We need an OT anyway. I'll take a Oos for an OT. Let's keep it going. One more pick. No, I think we got a couple. Still. I'm gonna be real, y'all. I'm gonna be real. I'm about to surprise some people with this, but just because he has some fucking athletic ability, just fuck it. Is what it is. But it take Taylor Green. Fuck it. Just because he got some cares at this point. Not saying who cares, but more you just taking guys you hope has some type of upside that can turn into something. Some type of upside that can turn into something. Oh, no cap. I like this dude. We don't need another running back, but shit, I'm taking him. I like the Kalon Black from Indiana. He's cold. This is our last pick. This is the last one. Last pick. Oh, wait. Hey, man, where are the kickers, bro? There we go. There we go. See, the good one probably gone, huh? What was the kicker y'all was talking about? What's the one y'all was talking about? What school was he from? I see a couple, man. I see a couple. Y'all tell what kicker was y'all talking about? Because remember, we got rid of Carlson. So shit, we need a kicker. Time to draft one with the last selection. Shit. I'm about to get the highest rated kicker, y'all. Be real with you. First kicker I see, I'm getting to that. Boom. Drew Stevens. Welcome. Come on down. Drew Stevens, come on down. There we go. Oh, I think he's gone. That Ole Miss motherfucker's gone. All right, here we go. A-. Now, I know why we're getting this 5 here is because we have 20. All right, now look, I'm not mad at this shit at all, brother. I'm not mad at this shit at all. Put him back. Right. So this is the starting group here. Yeah, put him back there. Dante. Okay, now Shaheed, Malachi Fields, right? Jack Besh. Woo, I like it. Right? I do like it. I think I would switch this though. No cap. I think I would switch this. All right. Boom. There we go. Shaheed, Malachi Fields. Now, look in deeper. We got Brock Bowers, Colton Miller, Why is he here? I don't know why he continues to be here. Switch that. All right, and this is our starting line. I'm not mad at all this shit as a whole, to be honest with you. All this shit as a whole, I'm not mad at. Fernando, started. Now you got your quarterback. You got some ability here in the wide receiver room now, right? You looking here, not bad. Okay, now let's go to the defense where we need some help. Defense where we need some help. I'm gonna put Corleone. Boom, we got him. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. We're gonna switch that up. We're gonna switch that thing up. Now Mesidor starts. Kuntz backs up. Chason backs up. Crosby, we got a nice little 4-man rotation here. 4-man rotation. That's nice right here. That's nice. And keeping in the beam, Booker. Booker's okay. Corleone's okay. Like, we got guys that can rotate on the interior right here. Right. So not gonna get too mad about it. Look at our linebacker room, brother. Linebacker room is good with Devin Lloyd, Kobe Dean. You know what I mean? Still need to sign another guy over here, probably, right? But we can't sign everything, right? We can't sign everything. Corner room is a little weak, still a little weak, but you know, we'll adjust. We'll get some more guys for the years to come. So if this was the roster going into training camp, how would y'all feel? What's your grade? How would you rate it? Let me go ahead and zoom in for y'all before we get on out of here. If this is the roster, right, for training camp, how y'all feeling? Definitely. No. I was trying. I think he got snatched up, though. Yes, sir. I'm liking it. Man. I think we did a pretty good job filling out needs, filling out what we needed for sure. And we work. I mean, it's a young group. I mean, I'll be excited to watch this team. No cap. You know, I'm not going to sit here and say like we're going to make the playoffs just automatically, but good start. Good start, man. So y'all let me know down below. Grade that thing, man. I'm getting from wifey, so y'all know what time it is, man. It's my shift. My co-host, Baby Rundown, don't woke up. So yeah, hey, look, it's time for me to go get on the dad duty. My boy Dre gave me a C. That hurts my heart. That hurts my heart. Trying to get on the dad duty. Little too Maddeny. Brother, we have 165 mil. Okay, let's take the criticism. All right. What would y'all change? What would y'all not like? What would y'all change? Because honestly, again, I'm taking Tony Pollard, Shaheed, Trey Tucker. That's something. Trey Tucker was offered, so you got to do that. Trey Tucker was offered. You got to do that. This right here, as far as the offensive line, I don't know. I think that's pretty realistic to me. I mean, we definitely can get Linderbaum, definitely can get Braden Smith. I mean, if you have 165 mil, I don't know why we wouldn't spend it. You know what I mean? Now, look, if you don't want to spend half of this, then it is what it is. You know what I mean? You don't want to spend half of this, then it is. But shit, if the money's there, I'm going to spend it. If the money's there, I'm going to spend it. Before another wide receiver, probably DN, depending on who we keep. True. You talking about in the draft? Well, in the draft, I'm not going to draft no linebacker second round if we got Kobe Dean and Devin Lloyd. And that's definitely out my mind. You know what I mean? Like, it just depends again when we do in free agency. If we sign, if we sign any of these two dudes, now if it's only one of these two dudes, then yeah, like you're gonna have to fuck around and draft a guy. But if you got both of those dudes, you're probably not gonna draft a guy second round. Yeah, you probably not gonna draft the guy second round if you sign them two dudes right there. pause on that one because second round, I can see the actual team getting the receiver instead of Mesidor. You know what I mean? I can see them getting the receiver instead of Mesidor. But depends how you want to spread it out. Because I can see them fucking around and be like, oh, we're getting Omar Cooper. You know what I mean? In the second round because you just got Fernando. So that could work. Who knows? Regardless of it. But that's what Rundown would do, right? With 165 mil, that's what I would do. Some of these probably not gonna get, right? You're probably not gonna end up doing. But fuck that. I'm signing some shit. I'm spending. But again, we'll see what they do. March 9th, which is that next week? No, it's not next week. That might be in 2 weeks. Week and a half. But March 9th is when free agency opens up. We'll get word on who they're talking to, who they're looking at. And then we can go from there, right? But make sure you guys stay locked in. Okay, stay locked in because obviously I'm going to keep y'all updated on everything. Real quick before we get out of here as well. This show, boom, is brought to you by Underdog as well. Should have said this sooner. But the show is brought to you by Underdog. If you're looking to win you some money, man, and you feel you got the Midas touch when it comes to the luck of the draw with these picks, make sure you guys tap in with code The Rundown. All right. It is a link down below. New players get up to $75 deposit dollars, right? I don't know if you're looking to get some things in, if you're looking to go ahead and get some picks in, you're feeling lucky, man. The NBA season is in full swing, so get some picks in, win some money with code The Rundown, right? Win some money with code The Rundown down below. Appreciate everybody for tapping in. It has been a very successful show, man. Very successful show. Damn, we done went 2 hours, bro. I didn't think we went 2 hours. But like I said, I'm over here. I'm over. 2 weeks from today. Yep, 2 weeks from today. That's when free agency opens up. Make sure you guys keep hitting the like button, hit the subscribe button. We on the run to 4K, man. We at 3,600, by the way. 3,600 as far as our subs. So we are very close to 4K before the season starts. So make sure you guys keep hitting that subscribe button if you're new, if you're feeling what you're hearing, right? And you was enjoying the show. Make sure you join the community, join the family. But before we get out of here, y'all know what I always say, man. Much love to everybody. Keep doing y'all thing, man. Be safe out there. You know what I always say before I get up out of here. Keep it authentic from the clouds to the ground on the Raider Rundown. I'm going to see y'all next time on the show, man.